Did you know that some podcasters are earning more than top-rated TV show hosts? The era of podcasting gold is here. Today, we're diving deep into the world of podcasting and how it can be a lucrative venture when paired with the right sponsorship deals. We'll explore the step-by-step process of starting a podcast, attracting sponsors, and leveraging your platform for maximum profit. Keep watching until the end because I'm going to reveal a podcasting strategy that is often overlooked but has the potential to triple your revenue. This is insider information you don't want to miss. Welcome to the comprehensive guide on earning income online via podcasting and securing rewarding sponsorship agreements. In today's digital era, podcasting is not just a medium of expression but a powerful tool for creating a sustainable income. First, let's talk about starting your podcast. Conceptualize your podcast. Choose your niche. Select a topic you're passionate about and that has an audience. It could be anything from cooking tips to tech news. Define your target audience. Understand who you're speaking to. This will shape your content and style. Decide on the format. Determine if you'll do solo episodes, co-hosted shows, or interviews. Also, decide on the length and frequency of episodes. Plan your content. Create a content calendar. Plan your topics in advance. This helps in maintaining a consistent posting schedule. Write scripts or talking points. Depending on your style, you might need full scripts or just bullet points to guide your conversation. Episode structure. Plan how each episode will flow: intro, main content, outro, and call to actions. Set up your recording space. Choose a quiet location. Ensure your recording space is quiet to minimize background noise. Invest in good equipment. Get a quality microphone and headphones. Good audio quality is crucial in podcasting. Investing in good recording equipment. Microphones. The most crucial investment for your podcast. Look for a high-quality condenser or dynamic microphone that suits your recording environment and type of podcast. Headphones. Closed-back headphones are essential for monitoring your audio during recording and editing. They help you catch and rectify issues like plosives, sibilance, and background noise. Audio interface. If using XLR microphones, you'll need an audio interface. It converts the microphone's analog signal into a digital signal for your computer and helps control audio levels more precisely. Pop filters and mic stands. Pop filters reduce plosive sounds, like P and T, and a good mic stand or boom arm ensures the microphone is positioned correctly and stably. Soundproofing materials. Acoustic panels, foam, or even heavy curtains can help in minimizing echo and reverb, providing a cleaner recording. Portable recorder. Optional. For those recording interviews on the go, a portable recorder can be a great investment. Recording software. Choose reliable recording software like Audacity or Adobe Audition. Record your podcast. Do a test recording. Check for sound quality and make adjustments as necessary. Record the episode. Follow your script or talking points. Speak clearly and at a steady pace. Editing. Editing software. Choose a reliable editing software like Audacity, free, Adobe Audition, or GarageBand, for Mac users. These programs provide essential tools for cutting, layering, and cleaning up audio. Noise reduction. Apply noise reduction filters to eliminate background hiss or hum. However, use it sparingly to avoid making the voice sound underwater. Leveling and equalization. Adjust the levels to ensure your audio is consistent. Use equalization to improve sound quality and clarity, but be careful not to overdo it. Editing for content. Trim out off-topic segments, long pauses, or unnecessary filler words. The goal is to make the episode concise and focused on delivering value. Adding elements. Intro music, outro, and transitional sound effects can enhance the professional quality of your podcast. Ensure you have the right to use any music or sound effects in your podcast. Final checks. Listen to the entire episode with headphones to catch any issues missed during the initial edit. Check for consistent volume and clear audio throughout. Saving and exporting. Export your final edit in a podcast-friendly format, like MP3 or AAC, with the correct bitrate and resolution. Branding and packaging. Create a podcast name. Your podcast name should be catchy and give an idea of what your show is about. Design a cover art. Create eye-catching cover art that stands out. This is essential for attracting listeners on podcast platforms. Write a compelling description. Your podcast and episode descriptions should be engaging and informative, giving potential listeners a reason to tune in. Publish and distribute. Select a podcast host. Sign up for a podcast hosting service like Libsyn, Anchor, or Podbean. Upload your episodes. Upload your episodes to the hosting service, including the audio file, title, description, and cover art. Distribute to podcast directories. Submit your podcast to directories like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Collaborate with other podcasters. This can help you reach a broader audience. Launching a podcast involves careful planning and execution, but with passion and consistency, it can grow into a rewarding platform for sharing your voice and ideas with the world. Then, focus on crafting high-quality content. Crafting high-quality content for your podcast is crucial for engaging your audience, growing your listener base, and establishing your brand. Here's a deeper dive into the elements that contribute to creating content that resonates and retains listeners. Understanding your audience. Audience needs and interests. Tailor your content to what your audience wants to hear. This could be through addressing their questions, covering topics they care about, or engaging in discussions that matter to them. Feedback and engagement. Regularly seek and incorporate listener feedback. Engage with your audience through social media, emails, or direct interactions to understand their preferences and suggestions. Structuring your episodes. Clear and concise intros. Start with a brief, engaging introduction that outlines what the episode will cover. This sets the expectation right away and hooks the listener. Logical flow. Organize your content in a logical manner. Whether it's a narrative, an interview, or a discussion, the content should flow seamlessly from one point to another. Engaging storytelling. Use storytelling techniques to make your content more relatable and engaging. A good story can captivate listeners and keep them coming back. Content quality. Research and preparation. Thoroughly research your topics. If you're interviewing guests, prepare well in advance to ask insightful questions. Originality. Offer unique perspectives or insights. Stand out by presenting content that can't easily be found elsewhere. Relevance. Keep content timely and topical. Addressing current trends, news, or seasonal topics can make your content more appealing. Technical aspects. Audio quality. Invest in good microphones and recording equipment. Clear and crisp audio is a non-negotiable aspect of a professional podcast. Editing. Edit your episodes for clarity and conciseness. Remove unnecessary pauses, filler words, and off-topic segments. Consistent audio levels. Ensure consistent audio levels throughout your episodes. Use tools to normalize audio levels for a smooth listening experience. Adding value. Educational, informative content. Provide value through educational or informative content. Teach your audience something new in every episode. Entertainment. Incorporate humor, anecdotes, and engaging storytelling. Inspiration. Share motivational and inspiring content that leaves your audience feeling uplifted and encouraged. Regular improvement. Self-evaluation and growth. Regularly review your episodes and identify areas for improvement. Strive to enhance your presentation and content quality with each episode. Stay informed and evolve. Keep up with podcasting trends and continuously evolve your content strategy to stay relevant and engaging. Remember, high-quality content is what sets a great podcast apart from a good one. It's about delivering value in a way that is engaging, professional, and attuned to the interests of your audience. Growing your podcast audience is a crucial aspect of your podcast's success. It requires a multifaceted approach, involving social media engagement, collaboration with other podcasters, and the use of SEO strategies tailored for podcasts. Let's delve into each of these areas. Utilizing social media platforms. Create engaging content. Share snippets, quotes, or interesting takeaways from your episodes on platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Use engaging visuals or short audio, video clips to capture attention. Consistent posting. Maintain a regular posting schedule on social media to keep your audience engaged and informed about new episodes. Interact with your followers. Respond to comments, messages, and engage in conversations. Building a community around your podcast increases loyalty and audience retention. Promote upcoming episodes. Tease upcoming episodes with behind-the-scenes content or guest introductions to build anticipation. Utilize hashtags. Research and use relevant hashtags to increase the visibility of your posts to a wider audience. Paid promotions. Consider using paid social media advertising to target potential listeners based on their interests and behaviors. Collaborating with other podcasters. Guest appearances. Invite other podcasters to your show or be a guest on theirs. This cross-promotion can introduce your podcast to a new audience. Co-hosting episodes. Collaborate with a fellow podcaster on a special episode. The unique combination can attract listeners from both audiences. Participate in podcast communities. Engage in podcast forums or groups on social media. Networking can lead to collaborations and cross-promotion opportunities. Employing SEO strategies for podcasts. Optimize episode titles and descriptions. Use relevant keywords that potential listeners might use to search for content like yours. Make your titles clear, compelling, and SEO-friendly. Transcripts. Provide transcripts of your episodes on your website or blog. This can boost your SEO and make your content accessible to a broader audience. Create a podcast website or blog. A dedicated website for your podcast can significantly enhance your SEO efforts. Regularly update it with episode summaries, additional content, or blog posts related to your podcast topics. Encourage reviews and ratings. High ratings and reviews can improve your visibility in podcast directories, making it easier for new listeners to find you. Submit your podcast to various directories. Ensure your podcast is available on all major podcast platforms like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and others to maximize your reach. Use keywords in your audio. Mention your primary keywords naturally during your podcast. This can be beneficial as some platforms are starting to use voice recognition software to index content. Remember, growing your podcast audience takes time and consistent effort. It's about creating valuable content, engaging with listeners, and leveraging various platforms and strategies to increase your reach. Keep experimenting with different tactics and analyze what works best for your podcast. Monetization through sponsorships is a key aspect of podcasting for many creators. It's not just about having a large number of listeners. Sponsors are increasingly focused on the quality of engagement and the loyalty of your audience. Here's a deeper look into securing and handling sponsorship deals effectively. Understanding sponsorship dynamics. Audience engagement over size. Sponsors often value an engaged and niche audience over a large but passive one. Engagement can indicate a higher likelihood of listeners acting on sponsor messages. Relevance to the audience. Sponsors are interested in how well their product or service aligns with your audience. The more relevant the sponsor is to your listeners, the better the potential return on investment for the sponsor. Demonstrating audience value. Showcase your metrics. Use analytics to provide potential sponsors with data such as download numbers, listener growth trends, audience demographics, geographic distribution, and episode retention rates. Audience interaction. Present any data on audience interaction, such as social media engagement, email responses, or participation in events and contests. Testimonials and success stories. Share any previous successful sponsorships or testimonials from your audience that demonstrate their engagement and responsiveness. Attracting sponsors. Create a media kit. Develop a professional media kit that includes your podcast statistics, audience demographics, engagement rates, and information about your podcast's topics and tone. Target appropriate sponsors. Research and approach companies and brands that align with your podcast's niche and values. Networking. Attend industry events or join podcasting groups and online communities to network with potential sponsors. Working with sponsors. Sponsorship agreements. Clearly outline the terms of the sponsorship, including the number of episodes they will be sponsoring, the nature of the ad spots, pre-roll, mid-roll, post-roll, and any other expectations. Creating authentic ad content. Develop ad content that feels natural within your podcast. Authentic and personalized ad reads can resonate better with listeners. Feedback and reporting. After running sponsorship spots, provide sponsors with reports on their performance. This can include listener feedback, engagement metrics, and any upticks in website or promo code usage. Long-term relationships with sponsors. Consistency and reliability. Deliver consistent quality content and ad spots. Reliability can lead to long-term relationships with sponsors. Adapt and evolve. Be open to feedback from both sponsors and listeners and be willing to adapt your approach to sponsorship as needed. Expanding sponsorship opportunities. As your podcast grows, explore different types of sponsorship deals, such as exclusive sponsorships for a series of episodes or sponsorship of live events. In conclusion, effective monetization through sponsorships involves understanding your audience deeply, presenting your podcast attractively to potential sponsors, and building lasting, mutually beneficial relationships with those sponsors. Remember, The key to successful sponsorships lies in authenticity, relevance, and demonstrating the value your podcast offers to both listeners and sponsors. Finding sponsors for your podcast involves a proactive approach, with a focus on identifying and reaching out to brands that resonate with your podcast's theme and audience. Here's a more detailed look at how you can find these sponsors. Research and identify potential sponsors. Align with your niche. Look for brands or companies that align with your podcast's theme. For instance, if your podcast is about fitness, potential sponsors could include health food companies, fitness equipment manufacturers, or workout clothing brands. Analyze competitor sponsors. Listen to other podcasts in your niche and note who is sponsoring them. This can give you an idea of which companies are open to podcast sponsorships. Leverage your network. Use your personal and professional networks. Someone you know might have a connection to a potential sponsor. Reaching out to potential sponsors. Craft a compelling pitch. Create a pitch that highlights the value of your podcast, your audience demographics, engagement statistics, and how the sponsor could benefit from partnering with you. Direct contact. Use LinkedIn or company websites to find marketing or advertising contacts at your target companies. Send them your pitch directly via email. Follow up. If you don't hear back after your initial pitch, don't hesitate to send a polite follow-up. Persistence can often pay off. Joining podcast networks. Research networks. Some podcast networks help match podcasts with sponsors. Joining a network can also provide additional benefits like production support and cross-promotion with other podcasts. Application process. Most networks have an application process where you'll need to showcase your podcast and audience metrics. Using sponsorship platforms. Podcast sponsorship platforms. Platforms like Podcorn, Midroll, or AdvertiseCast act as intermediaries between podcasts and sponsors. These platforms can simplify the process of finding and negotiating with sponsors. Creating a profile. Set up a profile on these platforms with detailed information about your podcast, including audience size and engagement statistics. Browse opportunities. Many of these platforms allow you to browse sponsorship opportunities and directly pitch to brands that are a good fit for your podcast. Building your portfolio. Start small. If you're new to podcasting, consider starting with smaller, local businesses that might be more accessible. Build a track record. As you grow, your successful sponsorships will become part of your portfolio, making it easier to attract larger sponsors in the future. Finding the right sponsors for your podcast is a mix of research, targeted outreach, and leveraging networks and platforms designed for podcast sponsorships. Remember, the most successful sponsorships are those that feel natural and relevant to your content and audience. Building these partnerships takes time and effort, but the payoff can be significant in terms of monetization and growing your podcast's brand. In addition to sponsorships, diversifying your revenue streams is a strategic move for podcasters looking to maximize their income potential. Here's a breakdown of additional monetization strategies. Affiliate marketing. Partner with brands. Align with companies that offer affiliate programs relevant to your podcast's niche and audience. Integration in episodes. Seamlessly integrate product mentions or recommendations into your content. Promo codes and links. Use unique promo codes or affiliate links, making it easy for your audience to purchase and for you to track conversions. Disclosure. Always disclose affiliate relationships to maintain transparency with your audience. Merchandising. Branded merchandise. Create and sell merchandise like t-shirts, mugs, or stickers branded with your podcast logo or popular catchphrases from your show. E-commerce platforms. Use platforms like Teespring, Redbubble, or Shopify to create and sell your merchandise without the need for inventory. Listener involvement. Get your audience involved in the merchandise creation process, like voting on designs, to increase interest and engagement. Crowdfunding and donations. Platforms like Patreon. Use platforms like Patreon where listeners can support your podcast through monthly subscriptions in exchange for exclusive content, behind-the-scenes access, or other perks. One-time donations. Allow for one-time donations through platforms like PayPal or Buy Me a Coffee. Transparency and value. Clearly communicate how the funds will be used and consistently deliver value to your supporters. Exclusive paid content. Bonus episodes. Offer bonus content or ad-free episodes for a fee. Early access or special series. Provide early access to episodes or create special series available only to paying members. Workshops or webinars. Host exclusive workshops, webinars, or live Q&A sessions for paying listeners. Advertising and sponsored content. Dynamic ad insertion. Use dynamic ad insertion technology to place ads in your episodes, allowing for ads to be updated over time across your back catalog. Sponsored segments. Include sponsored segments in your episodes, like a product review or discussion, ensuring it aligns with your content and audience interests. Licensing and syndication. Syndicate content. Syndicate your podcast content to radio stations or other media outlets. Licensing deals. Explore licensing your podcast content for use by other media platforms. By implementing a mix of these monetization strategies, you can create multiple income streams, reducing reliance on any single source and potentially increasing overall revenue. Remember, the key is to choose methods that align well with your podcast's content, audience, and your personal brand. Remember, consistency is key in podcasting. Regular uploads and maintaining a connection with your audience build trust and increase your podcast's appeal to sponsors. In conclusion, podcasting can be a highly rewarding venture if approached with the right strategies for content creation, audience growth, and monetization. Stay dedicated, be patient, and continuously evolve your podcast to match your audience's interests and market trends. And that's a wrap on how to make money online with podcasting and securing lucrative sponsorship deals. Don't forget to check out our next video, The Secrets of Successful Affiliate Marketing in Podcasting. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up if you found this video helpful, and drop any questions or your own podcasting experiences in the comments below. Also, don't forget to turn on notifications to stay updated with our latest content.